I can't seem to shake you, baby. I can't seem to shake you, baby. All I do is dream about you, baby. All I do is dream about you. Remember when you loved me? I loved you and then you left me alone. You know I'd always come back home. We can't pretend that this is the end, baby. All I do is dream about you. I can't seem to shake you, baby. I swear tomorrow that I'll give you up. Save the sorrow for when we wake up. But for tonight it seems I'm tangled up in you, tangled up in you. I can't seem to shake you, baby. I can't seem to shake you, baby. I swear tomorrow that I'll give you up. And I will save the sorrow for when we wake up. But for tonight it seems I'm tangled up in you, tangled up in you, tangled up in you, tangled up
Thank you for everyone that's tuning in right now to the official press conference introduction to Cholo Trucker versus Yard Recall. Of course, let's go ahead and go through some formalities before we go ahead and let the commentators and the gentlemen themselves in. Gracias all the day oneers. Gracias to everyone in the members only. Of course, this is a content creator series of fighting event. So we want to go ahead and acknowledge 201 Main DJ booth, our tried and true downtown Selenas vendors that sponsor the event. So gracias. Really, it's a team effort. Really, it's a team effort, you guys. So we appreciate that. April 27th. But before we go ahead and bring in the gentlemen, I want to also give a shout out to all of the ticket holders that have already purchased tickets. So it looks like Cholo Trucker, they ¿qué tienes, güey? Tienes como, you got a fan club, cabrón. They're coming from LA. LA has been tapping in. Now, Stockton 209, we got a couple tickets over there sold. So we still got tickets. So 831-205-1735. I'm going to go ahead and bring in one by one. Let me introduce them. Again, don't forget to hit that like button, cabrones. Okay, the least you can do, cabrones. On the way in is go over there, hit the like. I'll show you how to do it, cabrones. Hit the X just for a little bit. hit the chat just for a little bit, and then hit the like button, and then hit the chat button again. The little two cheeseman boxes, so you can see the cheeseman. Anyways, no, playing around. Let me go ahead and bring in one of the commentators right now. Very well respected individual out of Houston, Texas. He's my brother from another mother. We haven't even told the whole story how we met, cabron. Maybe that's coming up on a future video. Credentials to go into the zone out of Texas, Houston. My brother Mark Selenas, bringing him onto the stage. My brother Mark, how are you?
How you doing, man? Excited to see these guys fight.
You already see violence, huh? ¿Es todo lo que quieres
Ready to
mirar?
see
¿Pura
these guys.
violencia o qué?
Man, after a weekend like this, chingo, Mexican boxing, a weekend of Mexican boxing like this, who isn't ready for a fight, right?
Ay, te digo, te digo. Well, thank you again, hermano. I just want to let you know your apoyo is very much appreciated. We're texting back and forth today, cabron, and I was
Yeah,
telling
man.
you, without me having to tell you anything, you're a part of Content Creator Series of Fighting, and we
Thank
just
you very much.
began. We just began. Let me go ahead and bring in another analyst. So this gentleman is going to be to my right hand side, while Cholo Trucker, hailing out of Montebello, California, throws chingazos against Buzz, representing Mudville, Stockton 209. Gonna be on the right side of me, talking on that mic is none other than my other hermano Alfonso. Alfonso, how are you?
How's it going, my brothers? Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. I think everything in the comment section. Are we clear on audio? It sounds like everything is pretty much coming in clean on my end since I'm hosting the thing. So gracias. Tell me what do you think?
I'm excited about the fight. It's 3 weeks away. These guys are really gonna pull up on a short notice, and we're gonna see a gunfight, man. We're gonna see a battle, and Buzz stepped up to the plate. Cholo's been ready, and we're excited about this, man. Let's get this going. Let's get this party
Well,
started.
let's get this party started then. Introducing fighting out of Montebello, California, the return. Many highly anticipated. People want to see. And there's a lot of questions in the comment section that I'm going to ask each fighter. These press conferences are so much easier nowadays online, cabron. It's like the comments are the questions. So easy, right? So fighting out of Montebello, California, my brother from another mother, mi Chicano hermano, Cholo Trucker.
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen? Thank you so much. Mark, I didn't know you were involved in this, man. Saludos to you, man. Always good to talk to you and brother Alfonso. Mikey, you already know where it is, man. Shouts to everybody tuning in tonight.
Yeah, we want to give a shout out to everyone. And last but definitely not least, stepping up to the plate, hoping to play spoiler. Coming out of Mudville, Stockton 209, California representing, and he's got the Central Valley checking in. They've been checking in on my cell about those tickets. None other than Buzz is in the Casa Yard Recall. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, brother. How you guys doing? Glad to be here.
We're doing really, really good, man. Thank you
You
so
got
much again, gentlemen. Everyone that's a part of this event, April 27th at 7 p.m. Don't blink. Let's start off with Alfonso. You said a gunfight. What about this fight makes it come off like they're loading the chambers up and are gonna just shoot everything con gunpowder y todo?
Well, to start off with, Cholo Trucker, he's coming back to the ring. He's coming back motivated, and I think the last fight that he's seen, he got motivated enough to come back on a very short notice. He wanted to fight ASAP, and I think he wants to get in there and get it done, man. I mean, it's going to be a gunfight, and also Buzz answered the call. And these guys are about the same weight class, same speed. There's a lot of good things going to happen in this fight, man. It's going to be action packed. I'm excited about it. I can't wait till April 27th. It's right around the corners, guys. It's only 3 weeks away. 3 weeks away, 7 p.m., April 27th.
You know, a Stockton Yard Recall, my brother from another mother. What's it like feeling, man? Just knowing the fate is coming up and all the bright lights of the cameras. There's going to be cameras and photographers flashing all over the place, live on pay-per-view. How does that feel, and how's the lead up been?
I'm ready, man. I'm itching. I'm itching to get in there, get it over with. The worst part, like I heard Cholo talking about, the anticipation coming up to it is the worst part. But I'm ready. I'll be ready if it was tomorrow. A couple more weeks, I'm gonna be more dialed in, and we're gonna get it on.
On the other end, Cholo, man, let me ask you this before I pass it over. Maybe Mark will be next. Man, just hermano, how's the feeling once again going down this road of training for a pelea and challenging yourself one more time, cabron?
The feeling's good, man. Gosh, man, I don't want to echo exactly what Buzz just said, but I mean, if I could, if it was up to me, man, it'd be this weekend. You know, I just hate the wait, man. I hate this. It's just the wait, the anticipation is just like, hey, let's do it, man. Let's get it behind us. Let's handle this already, you know. But no, the feeling, look, the feeling is good, man. I'm training's a little bit different this time around due to timing and scheduling. So definitely got to work around that. Shout outs to Arturo, the Garza family, Coach Dalbert, and everything who helped me last time. This time around, they're gonna help me a little bit, but not quite the way. I still haven't met up with them, but I'm gonna meet up with them. I'm doing a lot of my own, and that's cool, man. That's fine. You know, self motivation, discipline is key. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
And I do want to give a shout out to Coach Dalbert at this time. I think it's an appropriate time. Let's shout out Coach Dalbert. Let's shout out Coach Arturo Garza and the G Unit Twins. And you're mentioning people because a lot of people maybe don't know this. You know what I mean? We got 60 something in the chat crawling in right. Maybe they don't know this, that Cholo Trucker is actually already 1-0 on YouTube. Maybe some people didn't know that. Let me throw that out there, and then maybe they'll ask some questions about that. We're gonna try to get as many questions as possible. Mark, I know you've been itching to ask a question over here. You got the credentials on your neck. Dale.
Itching to ask this question. How you doing, Cholo? You doing all right?
I'm all right, Mark. Good to talk to you, brother.
Buzz, how you doing? I got a question for you two right now. You doing
I'm
good?
I'm great.
Well, listen, PYP Boxing here. Thank you guys for having me. Cholo, first question for you. I know we're good friends, man. I had the pleasure of meeting you in person. We had dinner. My lovely wife got to meet you. But I'm playing journalist here, and I'm going to ask you the hard questions. As you know, my track record with Shakur Stevens, I ask the tough questions, man. So, here we go with the tough questions. Cholo, listen, I talked to my wife. I said, hey, babe, that night, man, we had dinner with out there in Las Vegas when we were covering the fight together. He decided to get back in the ring and fight again. And she says, oh, man, immediately started worrying for you because that's the way she is. She's motherly, caring, Mexicana. So she's like, oh, the worried. She started worrying. I started worrying. Cholo, this is the question. You've already proved to everybody what you can do. You don't need the respect. We know you have the skills. We know you can enter. We know you can bang. We know you know how to box. Why take this challenge and why against Buzz, a guy who seems like he really wants the business?
Yeah, I'll answer the last question first. Why against Buzz? Well, Buzz was the one willing. From my understanding, I don't want to put words into Buzz's mouth, but from my understanding, he really wanted to get in there with anybody. That's my understanding. Buzz, when it's his turn, he could correct me if I'm wrong, but he wanted to get in there with anybody. He was fishing for an opponent. I had brought it out to Mikey that, hey, you know what? I would like to get in there and mix it up, just one more time, man. This time it's a little bit different. The last time, look, man, respects to everybody. I'm good friends with Paul and Big Joe and Sonny and all those guys and everything, man, that really put it together and everything. It was an exhibition. It was a little bit different. It was known if somebody got dropped 10 times in the fight, there was going to be no winner at the end, right? It was an exhibition. It was charity, for unity and all that stuff, man. Things that I still stand behind 100%. This was a little bit different. I saw the format. I was there, and I'm like, you know what? It'd be cool, man, to get in there and just mix it up one more time. So, did I personally handpick Buzz? No, and I don't think he personally handpicked me either. Mikey put this together, and I said yes, not really knowing who he was, and I'm assuming that Buzz just said yeah. He was just looking for anybody, and I happened to be anybody, so here we are.
Okay. One more question here for Buzz, and thank you, Cholo. Buzz, what made you want to do this? What made you want to get into the ring? I'm assuming you've never been in the ring, especially not on TV in a performance like this in front of everybody. Cholo's already done it. You've seen him do it. You know he has boxing skills, and you know he knows how to fight. What makes you want to go into the ring with somebody like him that already has skills, and you know he knows how to box? Do you have a boxing background to bring to the table? What's going on there?
I mean, I have never been in a boxing ring. I put on boxing gloves, messing around, sparring and stuff like that. But honestly, man, once Mikey was putting on all the promotion from the last one, I was on him from the beginning. Like, man, I want on the next one. Let me know. You know what I mean? Every video, comment, and then he finally reached out and he offered Cholo Trucker, and I didn't hesitate. Well, I had to hesitate for a second, check in with the wife. You know what I mean? She runs the show, how to make sure she was okay. And once she gave me the green light, I texted him right away, like, hey, let's go. But now, yeah, I have no boxing experience. I've grown up in Stockton, you know what I mean? Been fighting all my life. So it's honestly to be like one of the first times fighting somebody my size. So, it's going to be fun. It's cool.
I have a couple more questions, but I'll save it for later. Go
Man,
ahead.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna give it over to Alfonso before I go on, because what I want to do is read off some of the comments. Some of you guys have some comments. Hey, the fighters, they're fighters, so they got thick skin. They are asking certain things that it's time to go ahead and start stirring the pinchy pot up. But before I do that, Alfonso, I know you've been itching to ask him a question. What's on your mind about April 27th? Let him know.
Well, first of all, let's go back a little bit. This is the first time that Buzz and Trucker Cholo have met in person, physically have seen each other. So you could imagine what they're probably feeling right now to know that they're going to have to get in the ring in the next 23 days, 24 days. You know what I'm saying? I got a few questions. For both of them. But first, I want to start off by saying I want to send my full respect to Cholo's family, Cholo's friends, Cholo's city, Cholo's town, all the way from East Los Angeles, man. Full respect to everybody out there. And I want to send my full respect to Buzz from Stockton, California, my backyard right here, Modesto, Manteca, Stockton. You know what I'm saying? This is where we're at out here, man. I'm happy that we're getting an opportunity, to go out there and Buzz do his thing and Cholo do his thing together. But one of the questions I got, I'm going to start off with Buzz. I'm going to ask you some questions, Bud, and you could answer them however you feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to start off with this. Okay. Have you ever been knocked out?
Nope.
You never been knocked out. How do you feel? I think you answered this question already. How do you feel about being filmed and fighting in front of an audience? It's going to be different, bro. You're going to be filmed. There's going to be cameras floating around you. There's going to be cameras everywhere. Do you feel that's going to distract you? Do you feel that's going to help you to motivate you to get the job done?
Not at all, bro. I don't think it's a distraction at all. I like the limelight. You know what I mean? I'm a people person. I like the attention on me. I'm what can you say, like flamboyant. You know what I mean? I'm out. I put myself out there. I talk my way into this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna fight my way out.
Let me just say, willingness is a characteristic I really admire. You don't see too much of it nowadays.
Next question is for Cholo. I got a few questions, Cholo. Okay. So, what do you consider to be your greatest strength as a boxer? Your speed, your defense, your combinations. Because the last fight, you had some strong combinations. That's what really I think that won that first fight. At the end, you came through with some combinations that left a print. You know what I'm saying? But what if you were to say these are my strong areas? You don't have to answer it if you don't want to reveal your techniques or anything. It's just a question, though.
Determination.
That's right.
That's what it is. It's no skill that I can put out in a street fight or in a ring. It's determination, the will, the test of fortitude. That's why I like this. That's why I enjoy this. With all due respect, that's everything that's going on here and everything. And, being promoted for the middleweight championship. That's cool. That's fine. That's dandy. But I'm not doing it for any title. This is a test of gladiator spirit, warrior spirit, the test of will, the test of fortitude, just the way God made man, with a backbone to stand straight up every single day and walk forward. And that's why I'm here. So it's determination. It's not a boxing skill. It's determination.
That's right. Let's move on to the next question. So, what is the worst injury you've had training? Have you had any injuries in the past that enabled you or lowered your skills to be able to get the job done in the ring? I know that when you fought the Gunner fight, not to go into that fight, but I know that you had a rib issue that you still went in there and handled it. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that you're going to be ready in that area for this fight?
That that I mean that was the biggest injury. For that training camp, we went pretty hard, and I love Coach Art and the Garza family, and but I don't. They train young people, right? And I think 39 at the time. You kind of got to change the way you work out. You can't, today I'm 42, I'm not 22. So you got to be smart on how you train. The very first day that I trained with them, I pulled a muscle on my leg. That kind of altered a little bit of the training. And then, got 2 fractured ribs. That changed the game big time, because like I was saying on Pastor David Rocha, shouts to Pastor David, even getting a good night's sleep was hard. I had to sleep sitting up. We had to stack pillows behind me so I could sleep sitting up. So even getting rest, the final 3 weeks was pretty rough. That would be the biggest injury. So don't think that it's not in my mind. It is. It bothers me. That's why the anticipation, I hate it so much, because it's like, man, I want to stay healthy. I do not want to go in there injured, and if I do, nobody's going to know about it. That's for sure. But my thing is, I want to go in there healthy. I don't want to go in there injured again. So that's why I'm saying, if it could be this weekend, just let it happen this weekend. But we got to wait. So, okay, we'll just be
And it's
2
not that much
caged
farther.
lions waiting to get in there, for a few more weeks.
And don't forget,
One
this
more
was
quick-
a quick. I'm sorry, Alfonso, my brother, my bad.
One more question. And honestly, that fight was a long time ago. That was June 26, 2001. We are in 2024. I'm just bringing it up because it was something that nobody would have known, because you went in there. If you wouldn't have said nothing, nobody would have known. But it was awesome how you still finished that fight. But one more question for Buzz. You're coming in, Buzz, right? So what round do you see yourself finishing this match, bro? Where do you see yourself right here in this match? How do you see yourself finishing? What do you see in your eyes going into the ring with the warrior? Cholo Trucker is a warrior, but you're going in there with some. You're going in there, bro. You're gonna go in there. It's just gonna be you two, and you're gonna have to go one. There's not gonna be 2 winners in this fight. There's gonna be 1 loser and 1 winner. And are you guys ready for whoever loses, man? It's gonna be something that you're gonna, have to keep your head up. But Buzz, where do you see it? Where do you see yourself finishing this?
Losing is not an option. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously it could happen, but that's not an option at this point. I plan on him going out on his back, going out on his ass cheeks, man. I don't know. Within 3 rounds, I don't know. Who knows? But I plan on going in there, hitting hard, hitting fast, and knocking him out. That's the goal.
It's a good time to. I think that's a good segue if you want to talk about some logistics right now, gentlemen. Logistics as far as rounds, minutes. I think a lot of people don't know what content creator series of fighting, the rules that apply. Gente, the rules that apply for content creator series of fighting. Every single fade. I don't care what weight or nothing. This is equal, right? Everyone. This is just the SOP, standard operating procedure. We're gonna have Chicano rules. We're fighting under Chicano rules. What are Chicano rules? And a lot of people are like, what in the world is he talking about? Chicano rules are this: is unlimited blood, is unlimited knockdowns. O sea, we ain't doing this thing soft. We don't put on boxing fights. These are real fights. That's the difference. 5 rounds should be enough. Violence, I think. 3 minutes, 2-3 minutes, I think should be enough of them, battering each other. I'll have on the table both gloves to pick from. We'll look at the 10s. We'll look at the 12s. The 10s for the last event did look too light, but I don't know. Everyone tiene diferentes puños, and it looks different on everyone. That could be a game time decision. Anything else as far as the logistics goes that we should clarify right now? Maybe even from the fighters. Maybe they've been telling me about, should I wear a shirt or obviously this is no headgear, so we don't do this at all. And so this is like with Cholo coming back inside the ring. Gentlemen, this is the last one you had, Cholo Trucker. All due respect. That one right there with the big gloves, the 14 gloves. Eso tú ya sabes que no va a pasar. No se va a cansar tus manos. His arms aren't going to get tired. And on this one, we don't have headgear. And so I was actually the one breaking in those gloves on your last pelea, Cholo. I was in the hotel room punching a wall, trying to break in your non-wrinkled gloves because I'm like, who runs a fade with brand new gloves that you took? That sounds cool, but only a novice wouldn't know. I mean, or would know that. But anyways, all right. Let me ask. I'm going to ask some hard-hitting questions. This one is going to Cholo Trucker. One comment read, I think that Cholo needs validation to top his previous performance, taking into full consideration he ran the fade with 2 fractured ribs. Is there some sense of validation y respeto, Cholo, challenging a game opponent for the strap and getting the KO or W April 27th? Is there some sense of that?
I feel somewhat excited to get in there with Buzz. You know, when I found out that he's a little bit more my size and is gonna be a little bit more fast paced. The gloves are a little smaller. I mean, 14 ounce, not even heavyweights fight with 14-ounce gloves. Those suckers are huge, right? No headgear. As far as it being validation, no, not really. I could have just, stayed out of it and just said like, nah, I'm cool. Look, regardless if you have a great performance or if you have a poor performance, there's always going to be a handful of people that are going to criticize you, for whatever it may be. Like, oh man, you can't fight, you can't do this, you can't do that. There's always going to be a handful of people. The point is, are you going to pay attention to that or not? And regardless of what happens between Buzz and I, win, lose, or draw, him and I are the ones getting in there, and we're going to mix it up. And I want him to bring everything he's got, man, because that's what I'm going to bring.
My. Yard recall. My man Buzz, you did a poll, and that poll showed you winning by knockout. Okay, so what are the plans? Is Buzz trying to make this a short night, or are you trying to showcase your hands for 5 rounds? Because this is like you came out willing, ready, able to run the fade, very game, but there's a lot of mystery. People don't know how the hands are. People don't know much about, you ain't want to know like Cholo. So what you approaching this with? What are you going to try to do that day?
I mean, I'm prepared for it to go all 5 rounds. I got my wind up. I actually just did like a 5-mile jog right before this. Nothing too good pace, nothing crazy, but I did 5 miles. I'm prepared to go the distance, but I plan on cutting it short, trying to get in and get out of there. Got work on Monday, so.
No, I think Mark had asked this question, but let me ask you while I'm on with you still, Buzz. Fight experience. Can you lay that on the line?
I mean,
all of it, and you know what I mean. Fight experience. I mean, we don't count maybe elementary, middle, or maybe you do. I don't know.
Man, I can't even count how many fist fights I've been in my life. You know what I mean? Not counting the cellies that I've had to fight. Always bigger than me. My whole life, always bigger than me. You know what I mean? So this is nothing. It's not like I don't feel nervous. Like going into a normal fight just because it's a sport. At the end of the day, it's a sport. It's all respect to him. But once we get in there and that bell rings, all that respect, is out the window until the 5th round bell rings, and then it's respect again. But when we go in there, I'm coming in there to disrespect him, and I'm trying to punch through his face, knock him out.
And it's going to be live on pay-per-view. Another question I done. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not on YouTube. This is not on the YouTube realm. A lot of people have been approaching me with, hey, make an archive. As soon as they get older, then, drop them maybe later for the world to see. I'm not ruling that out, but this is definitely going to be in the pay-per-view realm. And the pay-per-view company I have integrates highly with YouTube. So they will strike. Only 2 got struck on the last fight. They will strike channels automatically, and you've been warned. But, I mean, come on. I mean, the last fight, I mean, it was a barn burner, and it was worth it. And I have high hopes for this one. Why? Someone may ask, why did I put this one together? Come on now. I done seen this fight. That's why. In my own life, I done seen this fight many times already play out in front of me. So I couldn't pass this one up. Who's itching to ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll ask next. Yeah, go ahead.
So I think the shoes they wear is going to be important, very important. You know, as the last fight, I looked at the last fight, and I believe that Coño was wearing Air Force Ones. I think that footwork and having the proper shoes is going to be important. The way they wrap their gloves, you know, they got to be hydrated before they get in there, and it's going to be important all the way around. I think that Buzz's speed is going to be dangerous. I think that Cholo's combinations are going to be dangerous. It's going to be something to look out for. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be an exciting fight. I hope you guys go in there and do Dancing with the Stars. Display your art, display your warfare, man. Don't go in there and gas out. You know what I'm saying? Go in there and have some fun. If you know, we got to have some fun. This is why we're doing this, to have fun. But at the end of the day, there's going to be only one winner. You know what I'm saying?
That was more of a
Yeah.
statement. I wasn't even asking a question. He just wanted to get that off
Yeah.
his chest.
There's
Mark,
there's so many questions here, man. Is is Buzz gonna be able to break, Cholo's disciplined style there and connect him and knock him out, or will Cholo stay with that disciplined style and box
I
uh
mean, yeah,
Buzz
yeah, that's
and
right.
that this is what there's a lot of questions we have unanswered, and Buzz, with you, how do you think you're gonna break this guy's discipline? Because listen, I know the man. I've seen him. I've talked to him. I've looked in his eyes. This guy takes crazy challenges for no reason. The guy talked. I was talking to this man over dinner. The guy just decided one day to swim a marathon with sharks for no reason. And the guy does it. I mean, he's got no fear. He's got
So,
determination. He's got will. I mean, how are you going to break that? How are you going to break that will? How are you going to break that determination this guy's got?
With that right hook.
Yeah, yeah.
my,
With that, right?
Nah, yeah.
Simple answer.
I mean, yeah. I know. I got respect for the stuff
my.
he does swimming from Alcatraz. That's not no small. I wouldn't try it. You know what I'm saying? But at the
Buzz is
same
like, man,
time,
Buzz is like, if someone came in the dorm and they swam at Alcatraz, I mean, we'd still go in the shower.
no. I mean, hey, that's something to be proud of. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wouldn't even attempt that. I don't fuck around in the ocean. I don't like sharks. But on the 27th, I'm gonna be the shark, and I'm gonna coming to eat, coming to eat.
Another
same,
question I
same,
had gone real
same.
quick. Another question I had gone, is there going to be a stacked full card, gente? I don't even know if we're going to be able to. A lot of fighters have been wanting to jump on this card. I'm going to stack the whole card. I was going to put rappers and something that I don't even have time for them. I think we're just going to have the energy build up from one fight to the next until we get to the main event.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I
And
want to go ahead and say
so
something real quick.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Something that Buzz was alluding to. I think him and I have a few things in common. Growing up, just like I was never the biggest guy. So I know I can relate to what he's talking about. Growing up in the hoods and everything like that, and having to throw down, always being the smaller guy. Always having to throw hands, man, with dudes that weighed more, dudes that were taller than you. So I could definitely relate. Buzz and I believe, have that truly in common. So I like this. I like that it's against somebody that pretty much went through what I went through as well growing up. And now him and I are going to meet in the ring and we're going to handle it. So I'm excited.
And it's
G man, I don't know you too well, but listen, I know you're a big boxing fan, and I love the smaller divisions. They throw down, they don't get tired. I think this is going to be one of those all out scrappy wars where you got the boxer puncher, fighting the bombs away guy, and we're going to have a fun smaller weight fight, man. I think both of these guys are going to last a while and give us a big, great war.
Man, I can't wait. April 27th. I'm ready. The hair in the back of my neck is already standing up. I know this is the first time they get to meet, but hey, it's online. But guess what? It's coming right around the corner, man. Cholo, let me
Guys,
ask you this.
I'm talking
Cholo.
Morales type fight
Oh,
here,
oh
guys. I'm
yeah.
talking classic. I see it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Cholo, you commentated right on my side, hermano, for the last fight. You saw them professionally tape their hands. What did you think about that? How is that gonna feel when your hands, get wrapped like Roberto Duran?
Manos de pierda. Um, just like I said, man, it's the whole weight. I hate it, right? So when they wrap the hands, to me, at that point, I'm just gonna be feeling like, okay, cool. Throw the gloves on. Let's get in there. Ding ding. Let's go, man. Just ring that bell, man. Let's get in there already, But I understand, there's promotion, there's time to wait. We got to go ahead and do all the formalities and everything like that. But it's gonna feel at that point, at the very least, for me to say like, okay, cool. We're right around the corner now. My hands are wrapped, so this is gonna be happening very, very soon. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I really am.
That's right. In the comment section, they're asking about cornermen. We can have up to 3 cornermen. What do the corners look like?
Talking about my corner or
anyone? Open it up to both fighters. Maybe some of the Marco right here, Alfonso might ask this question too. What's going on with the corner? You thinking you're gonna walk in? Just to let you know, gente, on this one, I'm gonna go ahead and license the music. I want something a little bit different. So each fighter is going to be able to select any song in the world. Because I just got put up on game about it. My bad. I should have had that on the first fight. But these fighters now, I'm going to have the music licensing. Again, this is why we do it in the pay-per-view realm. How much is it going to be? I don't know. What, $19.99, $15.99, a 12-pack? It's going to be more than that, more than worth it. I'll tell you that. So we're going to have music licensing. Gentlemen, I'll wait for your text to let me know what the people are going to see you walking out to.
Okay, no problem. You'll get my
Alfonso,
text.
ask it.
Well, honestly, I want to tell everybody in the chat, man. These gentlemen are stepping up. They're entertaining. They're the ones that are going to be in the ring fighting, man. And we need to support this fight. This is by the people, for the people. I'm going to buy this fight for a couple friends, for my mom, for certain people where they could watch it. You know what I'm saying? We got to support the fight so we can start doing this fighting thing and continue to entertain and have fun. I mean, there's going to be certain people that are going to have to go in there and handle business. So, like I said, there's only going to be one winner and one loser. And they're the ones that are going to have to face that day. But us that are bystanders and watching, supporters, buy the fight, support this, share it on your channels. And let's keep these guys in prayer, man, that, they stay focused, they stay healthy, they stay focused, man, because a lot can happen in 3 weeks. But you know what? Just be safe when you guys are training. Get yourself mentally prepared and get ready to throw a show, man. You guys, it's going to be you two in the ring, man. Nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see a war. I see a Gotti Ward. I see a Barrera Morales. I see these two guys really going at each other with both of their respectful skills, and taking it the distance and giving us a great show. I know Buzz wants to handle it early, and Cholo probably like an early night as well. But I think we're gonna be the lucky ones. I think the fans are gonna win this one.
They definitely are. And having doing the pelea, of course, there's no headgear, so don't ask about that because we don't do none of those. None of those fights. They actually it will motivate you to learn to move your head, do some basic head movements in boxing, and don't just stand square and don't do nothing with the bobblehead that might get knocked off your shoulders. A lot of people don't think defense. It takes a while to learn how to get in that ring and get all the jitters out, and maybe you get knocked out. Hey, I've been stopped. I've been TKO'd. One thing I did is I learned from it every time. And of course, I look for that cabron every single time for my rematch because we're Mexicanos, man. We can't let it go. So I want to go ahead and let each fighter also, maybe speak to their channels, speak to their supporters here. We almost got 100 people in here. Maybe they're coming over from different channels. We got Yard Recall. We got Cholo Trucker. We got PYP Boxing, and we have Si Se Puede, my brother Alfonso, right there on the. It looks like Hollywood Squares. We're in Hollywood Squares, right there on the edge of Hollywood Squares. We got Alfonso. He's going to be on the right-hand side. Again, this is going to be a full fight card. I don't know. I have entertainment on hand. This is what the beautiful thing about it is. A lot of people don't know is, Dios me puso para poner estas peleas, man. So many contacts in the networks that I have. Literally almost every single person that's involved with Content Creator Series of Fighting, they're like, no, don't worry about it. No. If you want, pay me on the back end or don't worry about it. They just want to see this take off the ground, man. And I'm glad that we're back in California. Steel, and we're going to be leaving Arizona soon. We're going to be in New Mexico soon. We're going to be in Texas soon, taking the show on the road because there's YouTubers everywhere. And if you're going to run your mouth for views, that's one thing. But if you're going to run that fade, you're going to call Mikey. 740. Come on, we got 20 minutes, you guys. You want to ask him something?
Yeah, definitely. You know, what about Cholo Trucker makes you think that you can knock him out?
It's nothing to do with him. You know what I mean? Just my own abilities. I know I got fast hands. I hit hard for my size. I drop bigger dudes. I'm not. That have not, like I said, it has nothing to do with him. His skill set. I'm not
You
underestimating
okay?
him whatsoever. I'm just confident.
So you didn't watch his last fight or anything like
No, I
that?
did, but I take that with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
the rib injury, the headgear, the glove size, it almost was like a sparring. So I don't really take that into too much consideration. I did watch it, but like I said, I take it with a grain of salt. It's pretty much I'm going in like a clean slate with him, like I never seen him fight. You know, that's 3 years ago. He's 3 years older, 3 years slower. I'm not no young chicken or whatever, however they say it. I'm 30. I'm about to be 37. So it's not like I'm no young pup or nothing, but I feel like I got the reach advantage and the speed advantage. So we'll see.
Okay. I got one more for Cholo, and I'll turn it over to Alphonse. Cholo, how are you going to keep disciplined that beautiful guard that you have and stay disciplined with that when this guy goes nuts? How are you going to stay disciplined and not turn it into a war yourself? Or are you going to be open to turn it into a war?
Man, I am going to the
You don't
waters.
have to give us your game plan.
No, I mean I'm going into the waters that are unknown. I don't know. I've never seen anything of Buzz. You know, I've never seen him fight. I got no idea what he brings to the table at all. So it's like instead of preparing for a fighter, you just have to prepare for the fight, you know, because there's really nothing to go off of. There's no film on Buzz. There's nothing there for me to study whatsoever. So instead of, preparing for the fighter, I just got prepared for the fight, you know. So whatever he brings, either if I'm not ready, I got to make the proper adaptations to it, you know. So it's don't get me wrong, man. Don't get me wrong. It does creep into my mind. It's like, hey, you know, what if this guy does this? What if he does that? What if I got no idea what he brings? So, you know, I just everything that creeps into my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So if he does this, I gotta, you know, have some sort of game plan. And if the game plan just goes out the window, like Mike Tyson says, everybody's got a game plan till you get a punch in the mouth. Well, then you just got to go with the flow, man. You just got to go. You just got to go with the flow. And if we're just banging, then we're just banging, dog.
You know, something crossed my mind right now, Cholo. If you get the W and you're given the middleweight strap, are you defending this thing, or is this a one and done? I'm going down the road for glory again, testosterone leaking, or are you gonna go ahead and line them up if you get the middleweight strap?
Yeah, no,
I
look,
the same question.
You know, the problem with fighting is that everybody now, you know, wants to say like, hey, would you fight this guy? Would you fight that guy? Would you fight that YouTuber? Would you fight that YouTuber? And that's why I, you know, told you, Mikey, you know, time is of the essence, man. I got a lot going on, man. I don't want to be, you know, holding on to some title that I know I'm going to be like, you know what, let's wait till next year, or, you know, well, maybe in like 8 months. And I got a business to get off the ground, man. And I really got to focus on that. That's why time was really of the essence to me. Just like I had told you, Mikey, it's got to be either in April, the very latest in May. So saludos to Buzz, who, you know, said yes. And, you know, to my understanding, he really wanted to do it, whether it was with me or anybody else. So, you know, our destinies just happened to meet. Him and I have never crossed paths. For anybody that doesn't know, him and I, we've never crossed paths. And the first time that we crossed paths, our paths are going to collide. So They're not even going to cross.
Stockton, California, and Montebello, California. I'm excited to see that. Buzz, I'm going to ask you the same question. You get this.
Running around the
I think
daylight.
I think I already know the answer. I think I already know the answer to this one. But Buzz, you get the middleweight strap. You are the same thing with Cholo. I mean, you're going to get the big target. All of a sudden, you're going to see 20 videos calling you out. What you doing?
Oh, I'm definitely willing to step back in there, but it is a lot, man. It's physically, mentally, like it's. I guess I don't feel nervous, like no little bit of nervousness at all, but I'm anxious, and it takes a toll on your mentals, bro. It's all I could think about. I wake up, I'm like, damn, got to train, got to do something. Like I'm in the zone right now. You know, I'm fully dedicated. I'm taking 100% serious, and my biggest fear was gassing out, but now these last 2 weeks of running, that fear is gone. I'm gonna be fully prepared, and I'm coming to bang.
That's right. That's right, man. Don't forget to hit that like button, everyone, in the comments section. Live April 27th on pay-per-view, right on the website. Very easy, user-friendly way to order it. You could order it right from your phone, your laptop. It's just one link. One link, order now, Visa. I think you could, with a pay-per-view company, you could even pay Cash App. You know, everyone in the hood has a Cash App. You know what I mean? So Cash App, Venmo, live April 27th. Okay, well, let me take this back because some people started commenting, no, that wasn't live, Mike. That was, well, of course it wasn't live, cabrones. That's like another 10 or 12 grand. First of all, that's a whole nother crew. So, you know, you got to give me a little bit to edit it, cabrones. But anyways, you understand, man. The adrenaline is high. I don't even know how I was able to, you know, go live after it. Maybe I'll go live after it. And there will be a new middleweight champion, a content creator series of fighting. So a middleweight, you guys, is about 160 to about 168 or something like that. And they can cut weight and go down. You know what I mean? They can cut weight and go down, I guess. And that just happens when you start doing 2-a-days. Gentlemen, fighters, is there anything that you want to say to your canales? Last words. And then we'll pass it over to maybe Mark and Alfonso for some last words. Cholo, to your channel, your supporters about April 27th.
Yeah, man. You know what? Gracias to everybody, dog. I've been away from YouTube for a while, but I came back. I took a sabbatical just for the time of Lent. But I knew I was coming back, so I've been back just for a very short period of time. And gracias, man. I've been really, you know, surprised and very good, heartfelt, man, with the lot of relationships that I've built through YouTube and people that watch me and stuff like that, man. And you know, like-minded people, saludos. I highly appreciate from wherever, you know, you're from, man. From wherever you're from, because I've got people that I've had conversations with from different states all over California, and it's been great, man. It really has. So gracias for the apoyo. I'm gonna be going in there and I'm gonna give it everything I got. Win, lose, or draw. I'm definitely not going there to lose. That's for sure. So don't mistake what I'm saying when I say win, lose, or draw. I'm not going there to lose. Win, lose, or draw. I want us to push each other to the limit. I want us to push each other to say, you know what? I gave it everything I had, every ounce, and I'll be happy with that. So, Buzz, you know, this is the first time I meet you, big dog. Appreciate you taking the fight, man. Show up that day, ready to rock and roll, homie, because I am.
Honorable words coming from an honorable man, another man of honor over there. Buzz Stockton 209 stepping in here, 1 month turnaround camp. Last words to your channel. We got 209. A lot of people, supporters, are in the chat saying two Buzz. Last words to them. What you want to tell them? What's going down April 27th?
Hey, all the supporters, you know, I appreciate it. All the haters, I appreciate it. Of course, you got to pick somebody. That's why I know we got mutual supporters, and people are that are supporter of my channel are picking him to win, and I get that. It's all love at the end of the day. But I'm about to put on for Stockton. I'm about to put on for the 209 for Northern California. The skinniest heavyweight, you know, coming in April 27th. I'm gonna bring that belt back to Stockton, and who knows what happens after that.
Alfonso, you look like you just been holding back, man. Come on now. You got to give it to the fighters, last words to them, and also to the podcast. And you being by my side that day, how does that feel also as well? I guess you got a lot. Go ahead.
First of all, I want to say I appreciate you guys. Cholo, you already know, man. You're not a friend. You're a brother. You know what I'm saying? And Buzz, you're a friend. But after this fight, you're gonna be a brother too, bro. And I respect both of you guys for stepping in there and ramping this up for the people, man, because this is what it's about. Entertainment, coming together for something positive, where at the end everybody leaves with respect. You know what I'm saying? And I want to tell everybody that's watching, I seen Raider Tommy in there, and I know the full community last time posted something. If you guys could help out promote this, man, this is for the people, by the people. We're trying to get this message out. We're trying to get this boxing thing going over here. You know what I'm saying? How do I feel about being next to you, Mikey? Man, it's exciting, bro. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm in the middle of this. You know what I'm saying? It's exciting, bro. I can't wait to be there. I hope that my energy brings something to the table. And honestly, I'm just grateful that I'm gonna be able to see these guys go at it and get busy, man, because it's been a long time since I seen a physical fight in person. Cholo is coming off a sabbatical of 40 days. I think his focus is dangerous right now. I think it's dangerous, bro. I think that Buzz, I think his speed is dangerous. It's going to be a fight, man. It's going to be a fight. Take it serious, guys. You guys are the only ones that are going to be in there. And like I said, Chicano too, thank you for letting me be a part of this, bro. I appreciate it. Man, this is exciting, bro. I'm just happy to be here.
That's right. That's right. Mark, to the fighters, to the channels, to what they can expect. Let me know.
I just much respect to the guys. Buzz coming out of Stockton, a lot of great fighters from Stockton. You got Tony the Tiger Lopez, ex-world champion who fought Julio Cesar Chavez. You got a young lion like Albert Ochoa out there right now coming up. The Diaz brothers out there, and yourself. So hold down your city. Much respect for doing this, Cholo. Much respects to you. I know you. We've broken bread together. You've met my lovely wife. I hopefully our cross will pass again as we're both covering boxing. Hopefully, I'll see you out there in LA. Maybe you'll help out the Rangers over there and root for them in June when they go pounce on your Dodgers. But
There he goes
but
already. Talking
but
about opening day. Come on, come on. Stay on track, cabron. Stay on track.
but no, man. Hey, listen. Good luck, both of you guys. Really, man. It takes a lot to get in there. Much respect to both of you. Everybody who's watching. It takes a lot just to put them on and go in there. So much respect to you two guys. Stay healthy. I pray for both of you guys, and let's pray for a great show.
That's right. Gentlemen, April 27th is coming right around the corner. 5 rounds, the smallest gloves, no headgear, shirts. Yeah, they'll put on something, sports related. Something sports related. But I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna put on. I got some young lions. What are young lions? Young lions are like the future of boxing. That's who we're gonna have on the undercard. Is the future of boxing. These are the lions that can punch holes through walls. The energy is gonna be high. I can't wait. A lot of people are anticipating the return of Cholo Trucker. And so some people are calling. They gave me I don't know. It was like a poster idea. They're saying validation. Cholo Trucker, because this is a real pelea. I don't know. But again, hermano, you being by my side on the last fight, I thank you for that. Eres loco, cabron. I didn't see the phone call coming in and you telling me that the itch was on to put a cabron across from you. You did kind of blindside me with that phone call, but my respect to you. April 27th. The comment section can call it what they want. We'll see the return of Cholo Trucker. And opposite him is no lightweight. Okay. Buzz Stockton 209. My brother, they're about to find out. Maybe you're about to shock them and stamp it. And with the strap on your belt, and maybe you'll come to the June event. Uh-oh. I might have just leaked that right now. You might just be at the event with the strap on your shoulder at the June event. But my respect to you, my brother. Obviously, you know what happens. When you get the W, the fame comes, the subscribers go up, and people are going to know Stockton 209. My respects to you. We got the chat's blowing up, gente. We got about almost 100 people, and the comments are going anywhere. Anyone else got anything to say?
Si se
Let's get it
puede.
on.
Si se puede. PYP
Si se
Boxing,
puede.
Cholo Trucker, Stockton 209. This is the press conference. We'll go ahead and leave this up, you guys. Live April 27th at 7 o'clock. Do me a favor, though. Subscribe over to the channels also on YouTube. This is a community that we got going on YouTube. And we're not just staying, in one state or in one genre. We're going all over with this. I want to give a shout out to also Buzz and the homies over there at YouTube Streets. Man, shout out to them. You'll be able to. And then let's plug in PYP Boxing, Si Se Puede Podcast, Cholo Trucker, that a lot of people didn't know he has like 4 channels, movies and shows, Tres Chingones. What's the other one, carnal?
Wrestling Rehab. I'm a big WWE fan. There's my Senor Money in the Bank right there.
Oh, okay. Well, unless it's F, I don't want to talk about it. No, I'm just kidding. Unless it's F, I don't want to talk about that. But anyways, Stockton Buzz 209, man. Gracias, you guys. Everyone in the comment section. We are out. We'll put the links to the channels after this. The official press conference for the announcement, April 27th, is happening for the middleweight title on the line. Live April 27th at 7 p.m. on the website, Content Creator Series of Fighting. Just subscribe, and in the community page, I put the website link almost behind everything fight related. It makes it easy to share, you guys. Gracias to everyone on the panel, to the fighters, all respect. Everyone that steps in the ring, numero uno, gets respect. And I can't wait to see this one ringside with the gentleman over here. You guys hit that like, you guys. Many more videos coming soon. Remember what I always say, though. Remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is the memories.
Gracias.